Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni, and welcome to the current installment of What If Saito was a Blackfire Dragon Slayer / Aratamasu Dragon Slayer, whichever you prefer to call it. Okay, so where we last left off, Saito had just gone to go confront Count Maud. He arrived at his estate, and like in true Natsu/Gazio fashion, instead of being polite to the guards, he just knocked them both out with a backhanded neck chop at the back of their necks. No, a double neck chop at each of the back of their necks, I should say. Okay. And then he burst through the door saying, "Hey, Count Maud, where are you?" In a very, very angry tone. Like the kind of angry when a father finds out his daughter was someone forced themselves on her. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, Count Maud soon appears and says, "What is the meaning of this, you plebeian? Oh, wait. Why do I sense magic within you?" Then Saito introduces himself saying, "My name is Hiraka Saito. I'm the familiar of Louise. He's from the Chevalier family. I don't really care for saying her full name. It's too long for my tastes." "Come on. Oh, I see. So you are a mere familiar. Tell me then, boy, why are you here? Give Siesta back right now. Before I whoop you upside the head. How dare you threaten me? I am a count, and you are a mere noble. You are a mere familiar, I meant to say. Well, this mere familiar can destroy this entire castle. Asshole, in one attack. Now let Siesta go, or you will know how true unbridled fear." And then his aura leaks out like how in Fairy Tail Natsu, how Dragon Slayer aura leaks out, and it looks like there's a dragon behind them. That's what happens in this case. That's when Louise, a blue-haired girl with a blue dragon, and Kirka pop in. They try to calm down Saito. He's not having it, and then Louise tries to order him, and then he gives her a Kage death glare. If you don't know what that is, it's something that I came up with from one of my first What If. Which was in My Hero Academia / My Witch Hero Academia. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's get back into the video. This gets her angry, but it also tells her that this is not the time for her rant about nobles and peasants. Then the Count Maud realizes he should try to run away, But that's when Kiriko, wanting to get a reward from I mean, I mean, I meant to say Saito. Oh, notices him and announces that she is uh her family name, and then Countmon realizes that so he can get he want will give Siesta back if she gives him the treasure that she gave Saito. So yeah, that all happens. Semi peaceful ending to it, but whatever. Okay, then they get back to the to the everything goes like in canon, and then Kirka notices that Siesta gave Saito a peck on the cheek, and she thinks to herself, well, I guess he really does have a charm to him. I don't mind sharing. Besides, I know I can't keep up with him in that way. So the very next day, a Kirka summons Siesta and tells her all about her nightly activities with Saito. Siesta is shocked by this, and she thinks that she's going to be punished for giving him a peck on the cheek. But then Kirka tells her about her plan, and because not only is he super strong, but he's way too full of energy for just one woman. She's weirded out by this, but in the end she accepts because she really likes Saito. Okay, everything goes like in canon, blah 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 blah. Now we go into the whole love potion debacle. Okay. Uncle, so yeah. Everything goes like in canon, blah 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 blah. Uh and Siesta is more to willing to uh willing to believe Saito that Luis took a love potion. Okay, so that all goes like the same. Everything goes like in canon, yada yada yada. Then he makes the promise to the water spirit. 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 And she also senses and can peer into his memories as well about his world and his world's magic and how he was semi-raised by a black fire or Arachmasu fire dragon. She's pleased at this, that such a thing is actually possible. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, okay, so and I'm going to say Saito already has a second origin, which will be seal magic. So he can seal away any color fire in like a sealing crystal, and then break it open like those uh, crystal cash up items you see in Overlord, the anime. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, now we skip ahead to that night. After being kicked out of her room, after she remembers all the things that she did while under the influence of the love potion. Ocean Flame retrieves Saito, and then there's a nightly activity between Saito, Kirka, and Siesta. Okay, so yeah, I'll let you guys decide what happens. Okay, then the next morning, like in canon, but instead she decides, oh yeah, after the night of passion, let's say, Kirka and Siesta decide to buy Saito a gift. And she's heard through the grapevine that there's a great weapon shop in town. On, and Louise, is she decided to tell Louise about this. And says, and even though she's still mad at him, he should still have a weapon, even though he has magic. Yeah. Sorry, needed to get something out of the way. Now, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so everything with the encounter where Durf happens, she still buys Durf, and okay, so yeah, and Kicker still ends up buying that obviously that sword that's obviously just for show. So yeah, that's but Siesta buys him a little amulet. Amulet/locket. And it was pretty cheap too. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, then everything goes like in canon, but Siesta is also shocked that she thought Saito would say that to the three of them. I mean, to Kirka and Louise, and well, that whole encounter happens like in canon. Then the next night, let's see. Oh, that's when the Princess Henrietta appears. Here, Saito is on guard and is about to draw Durf when she hugs Louise, and that whole encounter happens like in canon. Sorry, need to blow my nose. Okay, let's see. Here, now we get into the nitty gritty. Then the next day, the whole showing off thing happens, and it would be Saito's turn to demonstrate his abilities, but then that's when the golem attacks. And if you've seen the series, at least season 1, and you know who's controlling it. So yeah. Anywho, that's where the fight between Saito and the golem begin. Saito draws Durf. Partner, Durf would say, let's do a good show. Oh. You got it, Durf. Now I got a fire in my belly. So Saito just uses sword swings attacks, and he uses the same one sword style that let's see. Oh, and Durf already explained to Kirka that is just a sword that's made to not for fighting, but for as a kind of showing off. Okay, so yeah. So Saito still keeps the sword though, Oh. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, we get back into the fight. Okay, so first he uses to get in before, so he doesn't get in close right away. First he uses one sword style 36 caliber Phoenix, which leaves everyone shocked at this. Then he gets in close, and then before he's about to be on top of it, he uses one sword style Death Lion Song, and then one sword style EI Slash. And then he tells Kirka to throw a fire spell at him, which she does. He eats it at the complete another shock of everyone there, especially Henrietta. So yeah, then he sheezes Durfs, and then uses let's see, Aratamasu Dragon Sword Horn! And they all are shocked that he is using magic and fire, but not just any fire, black fire. And they hear him say Aratamasu. And everyone thinks that's a better name than and more easier to say than black fire. Aratamasu, eh? Okay, so yeah. Anywho, that happens. The controller still escapes. Then everything goes like in canon from there. Saito is still confused and still kisses Henrietta on the lips. That whole interaction. And then when they all get to the hideout of the controller, and then they find out that the controller is one of their teachers, yada yada yada, Fouquet. Her name is, well, her thief name is, I forget what she goes by as a teacher, but her real name is Matilda. Spoiler alert, sorry. Should have said that first. Just had a brain toot. So yeah, now we go right into the... Okay. So, now that Fouquet has been captured, that whole interaction between Fouquet and Luisa's fiance, Warts, who is way too old for her, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah. Luis and Saito are summoned once again to the castle, and then Saito goes on his hands and knees and says, "I'm sorry for stealing your first kiss, Your Highness. Where I come from, we just don't do that whole kissing on the hand thing. We only do kissing on the lips or other places." He says on the face. It's okay. Please forgive me. She blushes at this and says, "No matter, Saito." Then she gives them the mission to get oh, and Kirka and Siesta know about this. Siesta nearly faints at this. Yes. And then Kirka just thinks, maybe this will allow Germania and Tristane to have a greater alliance. Okay, so yeah. Then they go undercover, yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. And instead of being interrupted by let's see, by Louise. He gets it on with Scon's daughter. So yeah. And then after the whole thing with that happens, everything else goes like in canon, yada yada yada. Oh, and a quick flashback. Siesta then visits. Turns out that Scarn is a distant relative of let's see, of Siesta. You know, like an uncle from the side that is not descended from the person from the that brought the birth of the dragon to the world. Actually, yeah, he is. Is actually, so yeah, uncle. Anyway, then she tells her cousin about her now relationship status. So, and then she asks if she could join in because she already had a night of passion with Saito. Oh my, Saito, but I can understand why. He's amazing. Yeah, cousin, he is. I didn't mean it like that, cousin. Scarn is eavesdropping at this and saying, my little girl has finally found the one and is now in a relationship that she has to share with her cousin and a noble lady. Oh dear, oh my, oh my, oh my. Scarn would think, but he knows Saito's a good boy. And it's just his latent charm. Oh my dear, if I was actually a woman, then I probably would have gone after him too. Which gives Saito an unbelievable cringy shudder. Whis notices this and what's wrong? I just felt like someone cursed me. Curse? What's a curse? Oh, it's like magic, but when it's cast on you, something bad really happens. Like, no matter how careful you are, you always get a stubbed toe, or you get a sickness without actually being sick, or you have bad dreams for the rest of your life. Oh, stuff like that? Yes, Saito would say. Louise would be worried about it. Then Henrietta comes in and gives her the mission to deliver the letter, yada yada yada. Everything goes like in canon, except Wards gets defeated by Saito. A combination with one sword style, Dragon Blast. No, wait, no. EI Slash and Aratamasu Dragon Tail attack. Oh, and just so you know, he spins around during using the Aratamasu Dragon Tail attack like a counter shield from Pokemon. More specifically, the Diamond and Pearl arc. So yeah, anywho, let's get back into the video. Saito arrives and senses something wrong. And then before Wards can kill the Prince of Wales, he gets both of his dominant arm cut off by Saito, and then is blasted away by a Aratamasu dragon claw. So yeah, that happens. Ward escapes, but Prince Wards is severely wounded, but he's able to be saved, but he doesn't have much time left. He only has about a month to live. So yeah. So during that month, he manages to make peace with the Civil War. So yeah. And he also tells his cousin, who he was kind of in a relationship with, well, in canon anyway, I think. Okay, so yeah, which is the princess that wanted the letter to be retrieved that she sent, was, since it was a spicy letter. Okay, so yeah. Let's get back into the video. And he also writes that you should be with Saito. Even though I know he has multiple women, I know he is strong and he will be able to protect you. She blushes at this, thinking, and she already knows about the whole him being with multiple women. So yeah. But even though she starts to think, what if he comes to my wedding and then says, no way, she's not marrying you, she's mine. And this makes her blush crimson red. And especially thinking about how she got her first kiss. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, that all happens, and then on the way, and before she gets the letter, the same thing happens like in canon. Saito smooches Louise while she's asleep. Everything goes like in canon, yada yada yada. Without the war, she summons Louise, Saito, Kirka, and everyone that went on the mission or tagged along on the mission that wasn't sent, and to give them their just rewards. Oh, and yeah, so yeah. Everything goes like in canon from there, yada yada yada. But like I said, and there's no war, but a small battalion does attack led by the guy with Anvaris' ring. So yeah, so he is defeated, and his small army of 100 soldiers are easily defeated by Saito alone, and that's when he shows off Dragon Force. Overkill, yes, but he was kind of pissed off that he found out that the reason why this guy wanted to take over his homeland. Okay. I'm not talking about Saito's homeland. I mean the guy who was leading the battalion. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's see. Now we... Oh, and just so you know, I didn't bring the robe of the dragon into this because I just didn't want to. It was the very next day, though, that he finds the robe of the dragon, but the eclipse had already passed by. Alright, so yeah, that's how I'm gonna end the series. Season 1 anyway. like, comment, and subscribe, but I'm not doing this for that. I'm doing it to unload my creative juices out. And yes, I said that and said it like that. Anywho, bye!